The recovery efforts going on right now in Surfside, Florida. The latest from Charles Watson has been there from the beginning. Hey, Charles.
Hey, good morning, Neil. Miami-Dade officials say the recovery mission at the site of that condo building collapse is moving along with great urgency. Overnight, more bodies were pulled from underneath the heavy concrete and metal remains of Champlain Tower South. The death toll now at 86. 43 people are still potentially unaccounted for as first responders desperately try to provide closure to the families. And Neil, these crews continue to brave the elements. Officials say they had to briefly stop recovery efforts this morning because of lightning strikes, but they are back on site and are making progress through millions of pounds of debris and have even been able to get underground in some areas. In fact, this morning we saw a flatbed pulling this mangled car away from the collapse site, and that really reminds you of how extremely tough this tragedy is on everyone involved, including the folks who made it out of the tower before the collapse and have lost everything. Officials say they are beginning to distribute millions of dollars in donations to help the victims, many of whom are very appreciative. But as one young man who lived in the condo building with his family tells me, it's difficult mentally to recover from this traumatic situation.
Every single time my brother said he closes his eyes, he sees, like, you know, the visuals of the collapse, right? You see the smoke, the not being able to breathe. He's there. Once again, it's very hard for every single one of my family members just to go through that because they see it everywhere.
And no, a bit of good news out of this tragic situation. This cat you see here on your screen, his screen is named Banks. He lived on the 9th floor of Champlain Tower South and had been missing for days. On Friday, a volunteer recognized him wandering around the collapse site and took him to a nearby shelter. Banks was positively identified and later reunited with his family. And you have to imagine the cat's family is extremely grateful this morning. If there were any doubt, that may be the perfect example of how miracles can happen, no matter how big or small, Neil.
Absolutely. Charles Watson, thank you very, very much.